In the first video, we looked at solving ratios that were equal to each other to find one of the missing parts of the ratio. In this video, we're going to look at using that same concept in order to solve this whole table and fill in this whole table. So what you can do to fill in this table is find a complete ratio to start with. So I'm going to use this one. It's my complete ratio. And then you're going to look next to it, one side or the other, and use the one next to it to set it as an equal like we did in the last video. So I'm going to use this one. So down here I'm going to write my problem. 6 to 21 is my first ratio, and that's equal to the second ratio, which we have 42 on the bottom. We don't have anything filled in for the top, so I'm just going to put an X there. And like in the last video, we looked at cross multiplying to solve this. So I'm going to go across here, these two, 6 times 42. And I'm going to get 252 equals 21x, as I cross multiplied this way. And then I need to isolate the x by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 21 to get rid of that. And when I divide that out, I'm going to actually get 12 equals x. So I'm going to fill in that 12 right up there in that box. And now I've got my first one done. Okay, next I'm going to use the same ratio right here, and I'm going to move down one and use these two. So I've got 14, 2, and it's not filled in, so I'm going to put an X, is equal to 16 to 21. Again, I'm going to cross multiply, and I'm going to get 294 is equal to 6x. I'm going to divide both sides by 6, and I'm going to get x equals 49. So I'm going to fill the 49 into this box. Now that I have this one filled in right here, I can use that one to move over and fill in this one. So in this case, I have an x to 35 is equal to 14 over 49. So I'm going to cross multiply. So I have 49x is equal to 490. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 49 so that I can get the x all by itself. And I'm going to get 10 for that answer. So I'm going to fill that in right here. Okay, and then last, I'm going to use this one that I've now completed to solve for this last one. So I'm going to do 2 is to x, and 10 is to 35. Cross multiply again, so I have 2 times 35 is going to equal 70, and that's equal to 10x. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 10 to get that x by itself, and I'm going to get 7, and so I can fill in this bottom one to equal 7. Now what I can do to check is just do some multiplication and make sure that they all work across. If I want to go from 2 to 10, I'm going to multiply by 5. So if I multiply 7 by 5, I also get 35, so that one's correct. And then to go from 2 to 14, I'm going to multiply by 7, and if I multiply 7 by 7, I get 49, so that's correct. And then you can just continue doing that to check your answers across, starting with the first one and figuring out what you multiply it by going across.